Hey everybody. Um, I had to make another report today, and it wasn't anything serious, but I had to make another report because I was just getting sick of like the taunting all the time. It was ridiculous. It's weird. It's like the last three videos that I've made like on YouTube had nothing to do with the family upstairs, because the thing is they hadn't really been doing anything. The adults especially had been doing their damnedest to avoid the smoke, but the little girl just will not shut up. And I've just had enough. So I reported it to the police. I told them everybody's names that I knew about, and I've left it in the police's hands. I just got sick of it. Okay, I just wanted to be left alone. But truth be told, the last three videos were not about them, because they hadn't said about anything about me like that. And if they had said anything about me like that, then they've clearly said it off site. So there was nothing for me to report. There was nothing for me to talk about. But because these people are so antsy about getting theirs, guess what? Now I'm on a live making a video about them, when it was actually never my intention to make a video about them. The last video that I made talking about war and shit like that, and being a warrior and what it means to fight, I was literally talking about myself and how the gang stalking affects me, and how, the realization that I've come to because of the gang stalking. It wasn't actually about this family in particular. It was about me and what was causing my depression. But even during that video, the little girl still had to pop off and say some stupid shit. And I was done. I was done. I don't want revenge on a tiny kid. Like, even now that she will not shut her mouth, I'm still thinking, this is still a kid. Like, I can't. She's irritating. She's irritating. And she's literally like, she's like a rash that won't go away. But at the same time, she is still a child. Her brain is not fully formed yet. There are certain things that she hasn't come to terms with yet. And I get that. Like, as a child, like I said, I was a dickhead as a kid. Like, there are certain things that I would do just to do it. And as a kid, especially if you're a kid, if you grew up in a dysfunctional environment, it's like there's a self-destruct button that as a child you feel like you have to press. You feel like you have to make someone angry. You just feel like you have to do it, and you don't necessarily know why, but you keep doing it because, oh my God, I finally get it. I feel like when you're a kid, especially if you grew up in a dysfunctional environment, the only way that you learn is through extreme emotion. That's the only time when you can kind of put into words how you feel. And even then, you can't really put it into words like that because you're a kid. So whilst this kid fucking irritates the life out of me, and she does irritate the life out of me, she's still a child. It's still a tender time. And I'm one of those people where, yeah, I can get pissed off. I can start yelling. I can start cussing. I can start screaming. But inside myself, I know that when you're young, that, there's only so much control that you have over your instincts. I get that. But, like, as a parent, like, or as an adult, you're supposed to teach your kid, you do not try to find out who you are at somebody else's expense. But then again, most adults haven't figured that out. So how are the kids going to figure that out? Figure out who you are and what makes you tick, but it shouldn't be at your own expense, and it shouldn't be at the expense of other people. That's what parents should be teaching these kids. But right now, we're not getting that. I mean, I'm going to be real with everybody right now. I haven't been a good example either. Because at the end of the day, right, the reason why the little girl keeps testing me is because I keep swearing, I keep using N-words, I keep, even though I'm describing, for the most part, the situation that I'm going through, I keep using certain words. I'm the adult, okay? The kid is not to blame for everything. I'm the adult. I am the adult. And I have an example to set just like everybody else around here, okay? And I can't watch the example that her mother's setting, because that's her mother, she does what she wants to do. But as an adult, I have an example to set too. And if you look through my videos, look at all the swearing and the cussing I've done in front of this kid, you will realize I haven't set the best example either. You will realize that. So I ain't putting this all on the child. I'm not about to do that. But it was annoying me. It was getting on my damn nerves. I just want to be left alone in my own house. You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Listen, man, just because I'm a warrior and my thing is to end wars when people started with me, it doesn't mean I don't understand what people are going through. It doesn't mean I don't get it. I completely get it, but like, don't try to find out who you are at my expense, and your mother should be teaching you that. That is not my fault. So yeah, I'm going to report you if you harass me. Yes, I'm going to do it. And if you feel like you've won, you feel like you've won. But there ain't going to be no victory with me, because I'm going to end it. And if that means reporting you, then that means reporting you. I'm not going to hurt you, because you're only young and you're just figuring shit out. And to be honest, as a grown adult, what kind of fucking idiot hits a kid anyway, or harms a kid? And especially one that's not theirs. Who does that shit? Who does that? They're just a kid, like, allow it. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to take anybody's crap. I'm not going to let it slide. So if that means reporting people, it means reporting people. If it means going through your mother, I'm going to go through your mother. Stop messing with people. Leave people alone. And if people don't like you, it's because of your actions. Your mother should be teaching you that. It's not for everybody else to teach you that. It's for your mother to teach you that. And the fact that she isn't teaching you that, the fact she keeps lying to you and saying, no, people don't dislike you. People are just, no. You need to tell your child the truth that her behavior is getting her into situations that she doesn't need to be in. You need to explain that. And whilst you're at it, when you start getting upset, we all get angry. Fine, we all get angry. But when you get upset, you need to stop deluding yourself that you have the right to do so, or that no consequences are going to happen as you get angry. It's like I said in that previous video, that had nothing to do with you. It's like I said in that previous video, that had nothing to do with you. You have to accept the consequences of being yourself. If you hate black people, that's on you. If that's who you truly are, you have to accept the consequences of being who you are. Ain't nobody gonna mollycoddle you. And the fact that you still don't know that, that means, at least in a racial sense, you've been indulged your whole life. Maybe you haven't been indulged socially. Maybe you haven't been indulged, like, maybe because you're not rich. You're not rich. You clearly come from a background where you've had to struggle. So clearly you haven't had an easy ride your entire life. You clearly haven't had that easy ride. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that from a class perspective, you ain't had that easy ride. But racially, you've had an easy ride. And that's where the problem is. Because of all the things that people could hate you for, your color has not been one of them. And as mental as you act, and this is the thing that I hate about people who are my class. I hate that they act like deranged behavior or lack of emotional control. I hate when they act like that salt of the earth behavior. No, you're being a butthole. God, if you like racially entitled. When it comes to mental health or disability, entitled. You are very entitled, and that shows in your behavior, and it shows in the way that you emotionally mollycoddle yourself when you do dumb stuff that causes everybody else pain. Because you still have the benefit of the doubt of people treating you like a human. I'm other, but listen, I was other when I popped out the womb. I didn't have a choice in that. But clearly there are areas in which you are entitled, and marginalization plus entitlement, not a good combo. Not a good combo. But if you're going to be yourself, if you're going to be racist, if you're going to be xenophobic, if you're going to be like ableist and you're going to talk about somebody's mental health, that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is that you don't say those things. You won't be yourself and own it. You're always looking for somebody to validate the shit that comes out of your mouth. I express myself. If people don't like it, then they don't like it. I can't blame them for that because they're human. But I'm still going to fucking say it. Truth be told, I'm still going to say it. I'm surrounded by people who want to say whatever fool thing that comes out of their mouth, want to do any fool thing that they want to do, and they don't want to accept the consequences of what they say and do. If you're going to be yourself, even when you don't be yourself, not everybody is going to like you. You can't hate black people and expect black people to like you. You can't hate mentally ill people and expect mentally ill people to like you. You can't fucking carry on like that. That's what bothers me. If you want to hate me, but hate me with some pride in your chest. Don't fucking walk around here trying to get them same people that hate you to comfort you. You want to hate with pride, hate with some dignity, hate with some self-assurance. Hate with your fucking chest. That's what bothers me. And then when the consequences come along, you want to try and diminish what you've done and what you've said to try and make it look like I'm being petty for doing what I'm supposed to do. No. Get some goddamn introspection about yourself. You hate black people, fine. That's cool. I don't mind that. I've been around racists. But the thing that bothers me about racists is that racists they still want you to be a therapist to them. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that people who look down on mentally ill people still expect you to be their therapist. Just say the shit with your chest and move on. If people hate you, they hate you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Whoever that is, fucking stand by that. Have some fucking bollocks about you. Or some ovaries. Have some fucking ovaries about you. The fuck? I can't really talk because, again, I made a video about why I'm depressed. I'm depressed because I'm not living my truth either. So I can't come down on you and say that you're not living your truth and I ain't living my truth. I'm trying to. Not going the whole way though. You want to say horrible things, say horrible things. If that's who you are, that's who you are. But stop looking for everybody to like you. Stop looking for the same people that you hate to like you. That kind of shit is pathetic. Nobody needs to be around that. That's desperate. That's really, really desperate. I don't mess with that. That's what bothers me. That's what bothers me in this whole thing. You're not being honest with yourself. And then you expect me to give you an easier time than you deserve. Like, no. We're not doing that. Stupid. And oh yeah, I got this weird ass email like talking about, I've hacked into all your files and you better send me some Bitcoin. Like, are there any other people who get this? Get an email like calling them all kinds of names and saying that, oh, I've been looking up your internet and I'm blackmailing you and I'm gonna reveal your pictures, send me some Bitcoin. Have anybody else got those emails? They're creepy as shit. Like, let me know in the comments, because that's some creepy ass shit. And people are getting more and more desperate with their scams lately. Damn. But anyway, yeah. No. Walk your talk, man. If you hate black people, you hate black people. I find people who delude themselves like, even though I'm not really scared of them because, they're soft as butter, but what people who delude themselves, the things that they can do when they take it far enough, that's some scary shit. I don't like people like that. Be real. And that means if you're going to have the N word come out of your mouth every other sentence, if you're going to talk about N words and you're going to like talk about crazy people, stand by what you say. Keep that same energy when the police knock at the door. Because with me, I've kept that same energy. Every single thing about me that's incriminating is online for the world to fucking see. Why do you think nobody can deal with me? Why do you think nobody can come to me with nothing? Because they're always trying to lie and sneak about and be like, oh, you know, we haven't done this or we haven't seen. No. Because when you know what you're doing and everybody else knows what you're doing, when people know what you're doing, you know what they're doing. When people know what you're doing, you know what they're doing. That's why people can't deal with me like that. Because at the end of the day, even if it's incriminating, like there have been some stuff that I've taken down because, you know, whatever. But there are certain things that I've kept up because there's certain incriminating evidence about myself. If you want to go on YouTube, you can look it up. There is certain incriminating evidence about myself that I've deliberately left up there. Like, I don't play with this shit. I don't play around with this shit. Because everything you guys know, they know. And the way they handle it is proof of everything that I'm talking about. Because if everybody else can see the same shit as you, then why lie? I walk my talk. I stand in my fucking truth, even if it makes me look bad. I stand in my fucking truth because it's important to me for people to know who I really am rather than have me walking around here feeling like I'm living a lie. Getting this fucking torture on my tooth. But I don't live a lie, man. I don't fuck with that shit. I really don't. That's why nobody can deal with me. That's why people are scared of me. Because what they know about me, what everybody else knows about me, they know. And because of what they know, there are certain things that they do in order to try and cover up the truth. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. A young two. What's that? Who is this person? I'm going to block him. I already don't like this. But anyway. Yeah. No, it's just, I had to make another report. It is what it is. But no, just stop it. Just walk your talk, man. Walk your talk or shut up. If you can't handle the consequences of what you do, shut up. Fuck. Anyway, gotta go. You guys take care. Bye-bye.